Award, the Future of Humanity Award, the first annual Future of Humanity Award, to a person that has impacted so many people's lives. A person that actually doesn't like the limelight, that does his best to hide the good works that he does. So Terren Peizer, please come up here. Terren is an absolutely amazing human being who's impacted so many people. So Terren started his career on Wall Street, and at 23 years old was the highest paid person on Wall Street, did incredibly well for himself. 24. I was wrong. And where most people would have retired and stopped, he has then spent the rest of his life building technologies, investing in people, and enabling humanity to flourish without the need for any kind of attention. And he's done his best to stay out of the limelight all of these years. Not only has he had a tremendous impact on the business world, he's taken care of so many people, supported so many nonprofits, given away more money than most people will ever see in their lifetimes, 1,000 times over, all quietly and anonymously. Because to him, it's not the attention that matters. It's the act of doing good. It's not the appearance of doing good, but the actuality of doing good. So Terren is an entrepreneur who has founded and scaled many companies that improve humanity and solve real-world problems, and risks his personal capital to do so. He's a founder, chairman, and CEO, and vast majority shareholder of these companies. The virtual telehealth behavioral health care company, the first company to create the first effective treatment for Parkinson's disease since levodopa, the first drug in clinical study that reduced biological age 4 years when on the drug for 6 months. Isn't that wild? Taking the drug for 6 months reduces your biological age for 6 years.
I'm going to be 80 next year. I've been on the drug.
He built the first sustainable, plant-based, recyclable, compostable, biodegradable plastic that can drop in all manufacturing processes, including injection molding of durable goods that is 50% of the $600 billion plastics industry. I don't know if you know how big of a deal this is. So plastics are in our oceans, in our drinking water, in all of your bodies, microplastics. Plastics are one of the things that cause endocrine disorders, that cause people to lose their fertility. This is a massive challenge for the entire human race. And he has solved that using his own money, using his own time, when most of his peers are fucking off on an island. The first,
live in Puerto Rico.
Well, that is true, but I mean, you're constantly traveling and building, not, The first company that can apply a solvent to highly toxic roof shingles and produce a high-grade diesel fuel in 20 minutes. The first polymer to perfectly inactivate all pathogens in the air and on surfaces, being deployed in hospitals, schools, buildings, etc. across the world. He also pioneered new companies that improved humanity in health insurance and education. Improving educational standards is a priority focus. In addition to all these companies, he runs, 10 companies? 9. He runs 9 companies simultaneously. Regardless of what time he goes to bed, and oftentimes he parties very late, he is up and about first thing in the morning doing yoga and getting to work by, is it 6, 7? 5. But one of the things I love most about Terren is most people in the world that want something from you will tell you what you want to hear. And that's very easy to do. There are very few people, extremely rare people, that tell you exactly what you need to hear without fear, because that's the right thing to do. Now, beyond all his success in investments and building companies and the crazy amount of hours he works. Quietly, when people have debts, he's paid off, people who have debts under $50,000, but for them it's a life thing, it's causing a lot of issues, he quietly pays their debts. He takes care of people. When he sees challenges, he solves them. He's impacted so many people throughout the world. And for all of that and your business acumen and the amazing work you've done across the technology sectors, Terren, you are the first awardee of the Future of Humanity Award. Thank you for being here. Thank you for all that you do, and thank you for the life that you've lived.
Thank you.
Hold on, no. Guys, he has to speak, doesn't he? Speech.
Thank you.
Terren, come on, we want you to speak. Please.
First, I want to thank my parents. I want to thank my agent, my manager. I want to congratulate all the other nominees who are more well-deserving than me. Anyway, thank you, Brian, for an incredible event and incredible gathering of people, which is very inspiring to me. And I appreciate everyone's here, and thank you for being a part of this event. Tomorrow I am going to give a little talk and talk about a little bit different angle than AI. What I'm going to talk about tomorrow is what I term philanthropreneurship. Philanthropreneurship, yeah. And that's a new, it's a new term I coined, if I could only pronounce it. I've had too many drinks. Philanthropreneurship, yeah. And it's an interesting story, I think. It's the last keynote of the day, I think. And I'm going to talk about the concept of Robin Hood and philanthropreneurship. And also the name of the talk, which I have no slides, surprising. I have no script, surprising. I'm going to talk about teaching yourself to fish. And you know the saying, if you catch a fish, you could feed someone for dinner. But if you teach them how to fish, they could eat dinner every night. And I'm going to talk a little bit about that, and I don't know if it's going to, usually I'm funny, but I don't know if tomorrow's going to be funny or not, but I'll do my best. But thank you, Brian.
Thank you. I'm very lucky to call Terren a mentor, a brother, and a dear friend. Thank you so much. Guys, let's hear it one more time for Terren. Yeah! Now, there's one other person I want to thank because I am an extraordinarily difficult person to date. Sina, if you can come up here, I want to thank you for